So I've seen a couple videos on my phone when scrolling down through YouTube at 5 a.m. when I should be sleeping about the Light Forsaken, or the Lightforged Forsaken, or Lightbound Forsaken, or Unholy Forsaken, or look, whatever you want to call them, and while their name is unknown and could be anything at this point, one thing is consistent through every video I see: they will join the Alliance. Now, if you don't know what a Lightforged Forsaken is, or Lightbound, whatever you want to call them, I've made a video on the topic of Manatees, the only known Light Undead on Azeroth besides Sir Zaliek, who was one of the original 4 Horsemen, a guy who probably deserves his own video. So if you'd like to know more about these new undead, you can go watch that video right here. But for those who know or don't care or have watched my video already, let's continue. So the main consensus for these Lightforged Undead is that they'll join the Alliance, and this is mainly due to Manatees playing an important role for the boys in blue in Before the Storm, and spoilers, possibly the near future, 8.2.5. But I don't buy it. Call me crazy, but I don't buy it. If you ask me, I don't think these new Forsaken will join the Alliance. I think they'll join the Horde. And I know what you're thinking. Dave, why would someone so important to the Alliance join the enemy? That's stupid. You don't know your lore. You're stupid. I'm telling Reddit. And well, listen, loyal but critical viewer. All you have to do to see this outcome is look at current events and be smart enough to understand general diplomacy and relation building. Let's start by looking at the world as it stands right now. The Alliance is, even without most of their fleet having been destroyed in Azeroth, the Alliance is winning the war. The Horde is once again at an impasse. Sylvanas refuses peace, inciting an escalation of infighting. It is clear that by the end of BFA, or by next expansion, the majority of the Horde will overthrow their warmongering war chief and peace will be signed. Absolutely no one should be shocked by that fact if it were to occur. But if we're supposed to buy into the possibility of the factions finally setting aside their differences after the Blood War, something that Jaina and Thrall discussed, that means diplomacy, trade, and a promotion of good relations, something I talked about further in another video, which you can watch right here. So, if Sylvanas is gone, ousted by Sarfang, Thrall, Bane, etc., let's say, it leaves the Horde without a leader. But more importantly, it leaves the Forsaken without a leader, something that's more relevant to the video. You can probably see where I'm going with this, but more context first. In Before the Storm, there was a small attempt at diplomacy between the Alliance and Horde. Setting in Arathi, Sylvanas agreed to Anduin's plan of allowing the surviving humans of Lordaeron to meet with their friends and family who weren't as fortunate and were turned into the Forsaken. At this meeting was Manatees, the one, the only, the heir to Lordaeron, and once one of the Forsaken discovered she was a part of the once ruling dynasty of the entire kingdom, that Forsaken tried to defect, join the Alliance, and join their true monarch under the Lion banner. When Kayleigh revealed herself to anyone, announced her claim, more of the undead followed suit. Of course, Sylvanas, who watched over the event, would not allow this, commanding her Dark Rangers to kill every Forsaken on the field regardless of allegiance, while the Banshee Queen dealt with her new rival. As we know, Kayleigh died and was revived later, but this event showed us one thing. There are those within the ranks of the Forsaken that would follow another Manatees. They showed us that they will follow Kayleigh willingly, and if the Banshee Queen is gone sometime in the near future, who better to lead the Forsaken than Miss Kayleigh Manatees herself? Think about it. She's friends with most Alliance leaders. She was a part of the original dynasty of Lordaeron. Her form is infused with the intentions of honor and justice because it's the light. She's the perfect option for if the Alliance and Horde are striving for better relations. It's kind of like a marriage between two kingdoms of medieval Europe. It promotes better relations, forms pacts, and it gives the two reasons to ally in times of war because they have friends on either side. And so, if Kayla is willing to take the mantle, which is to assume she does after the gathering, we can be sure that her presence, her connection to the light, will draw more Forsaken into binding themselves to the light, thus creating the Lightbound, or Lightforged, or Holy Undead, or whatever, under the banner of not the Alliance, but the Horde. Hopefully, this video gave you an alternate approach to the growing discussion of Kalia and the Lightforged Forsaken, or whatever you want to call them, as well as giving the current undead a proper leader and a bit of closure on the events that transpired in Arathi. Just going forward, please do make sure you treat every video like this on this exact topic, along with any others, with a grain of salt. Truthfully, we have no idea what could be done, if we'll even get the race at all, or who they'll join if it happens. But maybe, just maybe, you have an idea of your own for this proposed allied race. Maybe you think they join the Alliance still. Maybe you think they join the Horde, or maybe you just think they won't exist at all. You can let me know your thoughts, as well as all questions, comments, and concerns regarding this video, WoW, or its lore, in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.